We're standing in front of the #1 most haunted hotel in Arizona.
Welcome to the Ghost City, Jerome.
Watch until the end to see our sneak peek on Verde Canyon's new haunted train ride, Fright Night. Jerome is a town in the Black Hills of Yavapai County in the U.S. state of Arizona. Founded in the late 19th century on Cleopatra Hill, overlooking the Verde Valley. Jerome is located more than 5,000 feet above sea level. It is about 100 miles north of Phoenix along Route 89A between Sedona and Prescott. During its time, Jerome was supported by its rich copper mines. It was home to more than 10,000 people in the 1920s. Its population today is about 444, and it is now known for its tourist attractions. For example, the store underneath the Central Hotel, which holds a lot of unique copper artwork.
We are going to have lunch in one of Arizona's #1 rated hamburger, the Haunted Hamburger.
So we're going to try Arizona's best burger, but if you know my dad, he instead gets a quesadilla from a burger place.
Why would you come to a hamburger joint and order a quesadilla? Why would you do it?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, huh? I just thought about that.
That makes no sense. So the Haunted Hamburger, rated #1 hamburger from, I can't even remember what article it was. Really, really good. Great view if you want to see a view of the Jerome, I guess, Valley. Pretty cool inside. You know, they've got haunted stuff, skeletons, neat stuff. Tell them about your burger, your experience.
Halloweeny stuff. The milkshakes are like awesome there. Best milkshakes I've ever had. And I really like the burger buns as well. So, pretty good experience if I say so myself. So when you come to the Haunted Hamburger, have a hamburger. Don't be like Poppy who got a quesadilla. You're at a hamburger place, get a hamburger. But also have the milkshakes. The milkshakes, they have different flavors, so it's not only vanilla, there's chocolate, strawberry, Oreo. So have a milkshake as well because they're amazing.
So this is the Grand Jerome Hotel, which used to be the United Verde Hospital that was built in the early 1900s. It's apparently really haunted. We're going to go up and go check it out.
But yeah, I feel like I'm in some small town in Eastern Europe or somewhere. I don't know what country. Could be Portugal, Spain, France.
It is definitely very unique. It's only 2 hours drive from Phoenix. It's a really cool drive up here. A lot of curbs all the way up to the hill. And now we're heading to the most haunted hotel in Arizona.
Yeah.
So originally this hotel was actually the United Verde Hospital. This historic Spanish mission-style building served Jerome in northern Arizona from January 1927 to 1950. The building was not used for 44 years until the Altair family purchased it from the Phelps Dodge Mining Corporation in 1994 to start its life as the Jerome Grand Hotel. Steam heat is still used in many areas, and the 1926 Otis elevator services all 5 levels. The lobby and restaurant levels are open to the public with the top 3 levels limited to hotel guests only. Our 1928 Springfield Phantom 1 Rolls-Royce and 1923 Pierce Arrow are displayed in one of the garages when not out for events. Many historic pictures and antiques are displayed throughout the building, and we've heard there's ghosts that still roam this haunted hotel.
The Asylum restaurant is connected to the hotel and is open for visitors and hotel guests. It's a local cuisine steakhouse.
I can easily understand how you can take my man that you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Ready to sail into the wind.
The Grand View Hotel, a wooden structure built in 1895, stood here as the first two-story building in Jerome. It had rooms for dances, dining, and sleeping. In 1898, the structure was destroyed by a fire. The Bartlett Hotel was then built of brick over the ashes and eventually was abandoned and salvaged.
Staring at the starry ceiling. A dream in my heart. Yeah, this is just the start. My suitcase is packed and I'm waiting.
Most of the buildings in Jerome back in the 1920s were bars, so after rebuilding or remodeling the old buildings into businesses, this business found old bottles.
You don't like it? That is so cool. I'm sorry. That is like very cute. And look, this bat has a little baby bat.
Climb to the top of a mountain. Fly around the world over.
This town is famous for all the stairs all over the town. There's even stairs to nowhere.
Alive and well and I'm breathing. I'm on the move.
There's so many unique stores in Jerome. You have chocolate stores, candy stores, tourism stores, restaurants, bars,
Here I come.
art gallery stores.
Sails and ride the wind.
We even stopped at this olive oil tasting store. And yes, the girls somehow found a Christmas store in Jerome.
Oh my god.
Here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride the wind. Look out, world. Here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride the wind.
So this is the old Liberty Theater. You walk inside its gift shop, you have no idea. You actually need to walk outside to go see the theater. Very cool. Lots of memorabilia from the years. The Liberty Theater was built in 1918 to seat 536 patrons. Silent movies were shown here through 1929 when the building became a restaurant. The stage and orchestra pit were on the first floor where the entrance to the gift shop is today. Tickets were purchased at the front ticket booth, the price being between 20 and 30 cents back then, the lower prices being for the balcony. Patrons would then walk down an outside boardwalk and enter the rear of the building. It was really neat walking upstairs and being able to see all of the old movie memorabilia. They had tons of things, including huge mannequins from different movies.
All types of genres: horror, action, cartoons, and even an Elvis Presley at the end.
There is a museum located in the back of a small shop. They charge $2 for adults, and children under the age of 12 are free. The museum is small, but it has a timeline of the world's history. Then it starts going in depth about the town's history. There is a lot of historic pictures of the Jerome Grand Hotel and its past. There is also an ambulance car that was used inside the mines. It shows some artifacts from the town in the past and even displays a few rooms, such as a mine and a bar. And if you happen to stop by, I totally recommend visiting this small museum. We are about to board a haunted train. It like opened
I think actually like a week ago.
a week ago.
Fright Nights.
In Arizona, so it's new, and I'm not quite happy right now because I am a scaredy cat.
This is her first haunted house, but it's not a haunted house, it's a haunted train, so.
And it doesn't have actors, hopefully. Maybe they're lying to me.
I don't think it does, but we'll find out.
If it does, I'm gonna start crying.
This is the first haunted train ride in Arizona.
Fright Night is located at the Verde Canyon Railroad Depot. They are open between 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. Friday and Saturday, starting September the 15th, with the final fright on Halloween night. This is a stationary display and is not a train ride, but they did use a rail car to build this haunted house. Now get ready for a very quick sneak peek of the Fright Night haunted train experience.
We just took the scariest train ride ever here in Arizona, next to the most haunted town in Arizona. Come and check it out.
Thank you for watching our channel, and please subscribe, leave a comment below, and ring the bell for our next video notification. We'll see you next weekend, guys.